Today is Tuesday, July 21st. And yesterday was a very busy day for me, energetically and physically. Uh, I was really working on the young soldiers in the neighborhood yesterday. One I met, and I've been watching him for a couple months when he first got his, well, not a couple months, about 3 weeks, when he first got his leg broke 3 weeks ago, talking shit. He said and he told me this himself. He's like, I was talking shit to this guy, and he was walking across the street. He said the guy was real big, like six, 6 footer or something like that, and real muscle bound. And the guy came across the street, picked him up, slammed him to the ground, broke his leg, and was just beating his ass. He said he was crying and everything. And he said everything that I was saying to him was what his mother has been saying, his sister, his auntie, everybody, all the females have been saying the same thing to him. You cannot keep living the way you're living. You cannot keep mistreating women. And he couldn't believe how old I am and then how old Dr. Sheikah is. And the boy didn't know the word because his people copped it too. And so I was telling him what to do. I walked him all the way home, and he on crutches. When I first saw him, he was in a wheelchair, and he was trying to sell a gun. He was trying to sell a gun to Mendel. And then he came back, and I guess motherfuckers was, rolling with him. He used to be like big time because I guess Jeremiah, was Larry Hoover, one of Larry Hoover's right-hand man, and Jeremiah made him, and his name is Tanel, but his rapper name is Say Say Omega. Say Say or Sai Sai, I think it's Say Say Omega. And I was telling him what to do, and he was following my instructions. Because he couldn't believe I had walked him all the way home, got over there. He pulled his dick out like that was going to excite me. And he was like, you ain't sucking no dick. I was like, nah, I don't suck no dick. And especially, I need my pussy ate. And he's like, I don't know how to eat pussy. I was like, well, you better get a piece of grapefruit and figure it out. I said, I do reciprocation. And he was like, when the last time you had sex? I was like, November. He's like, ooh, that pussy tight. I was like, yeah. I was like, and I told you I'm not sleeping with you. He's like, alright. So I'm his mama right now. He don't realize he's gravitating towards me as his mother. He's like, but damn, my dick getting hard. I was like, you a man. It's supposed to get hard. But that don't mean you put your dick in everything that's walking. So, and I told him I smoke weed. I was like, I fed him. I fed him two of my tostadas. I gave him wine and water and a piece of cake. And so when he came back, he thought I was about to do it again. I said, where your money? I was like, you ain't got a dollar for no water. And then he wanted some wine. I said, no, that's my wine. You can have the rest of that cooler. I started talking to him like, you a man. Where the fuck your money at, man? And so he used to have bread in these streets. And now his money dried up. Everybody that stole from him because he just thought he was the shit because of Jeremiah. And Jeremiah wasn't living right. Jeremiah, he told me himself, Jeremiah slept with his sister. His sister was retarded, but she was light-skinned, beautiful. And they found Jeremiah's sister dead in the alley, and they say Jeremiah did it, but ain't nobody gonna say nothing because everybody's scared of Jeremiah. So all they did was get the hold the women out around here, and they got the men hooked on drugs. And so this is how they've made their fame. But this is how the white men have made their fame. off of black people, and we've learned their fucked up ass habits. And this is what me and Dr. Sheikah were discussing on yesterday, and Mr. Brooks. So it's like, no one's asleep. Everybody's wide awake. There is, like, you just can't keep doing what you've been doing over and over again. You cannot keep generationally harming us, because we're not going to stand for it any longer. So I go to a Coptic church. I'm a teacher, and we don't need no help. We don't need any help. We know what our people need, because we have suffered the same injustices. But we have grown up and we've matured, and now we know how to reach back and fix our young people, because we know the lies and the poison that our children have been given, and this is why they're so confused. So God can't use any coward soldiers. I'm not afraid of these little young soldiers with these guns. I was like, I've never really lived my life. People have lied on me all my life, and I never understood why my life was so extremely difficult. And it's because I'm a child of God. And usually children of God, their lives normally has to be extremely difficult, so we can go back and tell the story as a teaching tool. So am I upset about anything that I went through? Absolutely not, because it made me who I am, a very strong woman who loves God and will always keep the praises of I am that I am in my mouth, and be 100, because that's what God wants. 100%. Don't want nobody phony. Don't want nobody cowardly. Don't want no narcissists. Don't want no bullies. A bully is a bully is a bully. They all look the same. They all do the same things. They all want to dominate and tell you what to do. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do, but if somebody wants to listen to me, I am a teacher, because we all have a choice to walk however we want to walk. But since we have freedom of speech, I'm going to speak about what I know and what works for me to my people, because I know that same thing will work for my people, and that is a real God that has real ears, who really hears all the people that suffer, not the ones that just look like me. Now, my people have suffered greatly. And so, yes, we are going to be taken care of first. Yes, we are. And everybody else will follow behind. Everyone's going to be taken care of. But the ones who have been done the wrong to for the longest, generationally, and we know this to be fact, not fiction. We have the evidence, we have the proof, we have the documentation, we have the video footage of how we have been mistreated as brown people in the United States, North America, wherever you want to say this place, all over the world. We've been done wrong, because we are the true, I can't even get it out, so I want to make sure I say it correctly. The true children of I am that I am. We are the teachers. We are the mothers and the fathers of this world. This is a known fact. That doesn't make us better, but it makes us wiser. So why not listen to some wisdom? Because we don't want to harm nobody. We want to teach you how to love, because the word says, love ye one another. And that doesn't mean because of your skin color, your pedigree, your title, or what you have in your bank account, because my God looks at the heart. I already know your soul made you, but it's looking at the heart. And you were made from love, so why not show that same love back? But you have to show that love to yourself first, and that means being 100. Someone had made a comment, women dressing like this God made woman beautiful to behold and for a man to look upon. And if a man is looking at me with lustful eyes, guess what? He should be, because all women are absolute goddesses of this land. Eye candy everywhere. That's a compliment. Now, the only difference now, we have to teach our men how to treat us correctly now. We've been all taught incorrect lessons, and we are all been a victim to not loving each other the way God wants us to love each other. It's time to make corrections. It's time to make corrections, and we have the ability to do so. Because we are God's children. I know I'm God's child, and if my God is my Father, what does that make me? If a zebra has a zebra and a tiger has a tiger, a God has another God. 1 + 1 is 2. This is High Priestess Ruth. Love to the world, but that starts with loving you first. Go outside, get some exercise. I'll wear a mask when I am going inside of grocery stores. If I know I'm going to a large gathering where there are 10 or more people, or there are even 3 or more people, and we're going to be in close proximity, I wear a mask, because I don't know who's a carrier. I know my God cures all things, but there's also something called common sense. We must be smart, and we must be accountable. I'm outside walking in my neighborhood. No, I never have a mask on, because it's like being in the country. Most people that in my neighborhood are at work all day. It's only a few people on my block. Myself, I'm at home. I work from home. I have some neighbors, they're on public assistance. I have other neighbors, they do their own business. So it's about 5 to 6 families on my block that are home all day. So we all know each other. We all help each other. We all give each other food. We talk. We share knowledge. This is a family block. It always has been. Inglewood was a community of love and understanding once upon a time, until other people came here and started making money off of us in a way to destroy us. Fact, not fiction. This is fact. I think I'm going to end it there. That's just really enough said. Stop living in illusion. Be real. Be 100. I'm divorced happily. Happily, because the individual I was married to did not know himself, did not love himself, and neither did I. Hurt people attract hurt people. But this was like when I was 27 years old. But eventually, hurt people learn those lessons if they want to learn those lessons, so they don't repeat the same mistakes. I made many mistakes, but my heart was always in the right place. My mind wasn't in the right place because it was clouded and it was confused with brainwashing, and everything was contradictory to me. So I was off balance in my mind when I was younger. But I always knew in my heart and in my soul something wasn't right. If you leave people alone, you'll see there's nothing wrong with them. Built by God, God don't make no junk. High Priestess Ruth.